Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Tisha's 2-Minute Tips. This week we're talking about how to create the perfect arbitration clause and why you may not want it even though now you have it to perfection. If you remember from last week, arbitration is the alternative to going to court to resolve your disputes. This week's case example involves Hector Rodriguez, who sued his employer, Lucchese Boot Company, over benefits related to a workplace injury. And let me show you the arbitration clause he had in his workplace injury benefit plan. Looks pretty long, lengthy, with a lot of legalese. But the reason why I'm pointing this case out to you is because the court actually ruled that there was a question of, quote, whether there was clear intent to arbitrate, and that's why the case actually became a court case, because the parties had to litigate whether or not Hector's workplace injury was subject to this arbitration clause that I've just shown you. Amazing, right? The whole reason you chose arbitration is to actually avoid being in court. So if you want to avoid being in court, you've got to have a properly drafted arbitration clause. The American Arbitration Association actually gives you on their website arbitration provisions that you can cut and paste and drop into your legal agreements. Bam, you're done. When I draft legal agreements for my clients, one of the standard questions I'll ask you is, do you want arbitration in your agreement? We go over the pros and cons in detail, but the biggest one that seems to sway people is the fact that arbitration is expensive. If you decide to litigate your dispute in court, all those resources that you need to litigate are paid for by your tax dollars, such as the judge's salary, the court reporter fees, the facilities, and the constable. But in arbitration, you, and possibly the party that you're having the dispute with, pays for all of those resources. So the next time you're drafting a legal agreement, think twice when your lawyer talks to you about whether or not you'd like arbitration in your legal agreement. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact me. I hope you found that helpful and thought-provoking. I'll talk to you next week. Thanks.